Ladies, gentlemen, I think it is time we sat down and had a little bit of a chat about the import and export DLC, because in my opinion, it seems to me Rockstar kind of forgot about the DLC or doesn't entirely know what to do with it, whether it's the event weeks or the fact that they've left a very vital part of the business broken ever since the Tuners DLC. If you're wondering what that is, well, try selling your vehicle to a buyer and then try to equip either armor, engine, or bulletproof tires. You can't. Bulletproof tires is unable to be put on your sale vehicle ever since the Tuners DLC, which is obviously really annoying. Now, funnily enough, you are able to do it on the out-of-shop version of effectively what import-export is. So what I think kind of went wrong is that they basically copy-pasted the mechanic from import and export to the out-of-shop and then kind of forgot about the copy part and just simply cut it out or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up for entertainment value, but yeah, it's something that has been broken for a long time, and I would really like to see it being fixed because it's something that is quite a vital part of that business. Obviously, bulletproof tires is nice, but if you still get locked on by a missile, you're still going to die. But I digress. I think there's a few things that really make this business relatively outdated. The fact that there's still a 20-minute cooldown on an $80,000 payout, that is if you didn't damage the car during sourcing, and also showing on the radar, and again being able to be locked on and shut down with one singular missile. Now, there are of course ways of getting this fixed. You could, for example, get rid of the ability of being locked on by missiles, because that is already a thing with other businesses, like for example the nightclub, and the fact you could also perhaps give it some more additional armor as well to make it a little bit more appealing for people to sell in public sessions maybe. But I think the main thing that I would really like Rockstar to do is kind of give the import and export some love by adding some new cars into the mix. I'm not entirely asking for sourcing missions to get an overhaul and new things being added in there, because for the most part it's still going to come down to the same basic principle. Go here, grab a car, bring it back to the garage. It's an old school way of doing things I quite enjoy. Import and export, it's a simple, basic, chill thing that you can do, and I don't think that you don't have to do anything too crazy with it. But if Rockstar were to be inclined to make a few more import and export sourcing missions to give it a bit of a fresh coat of paint, I don't think anyone is going to complain. Now, while we're at it, perhaps also add some new collections if you were to add some new cars as well. And maybe, if it is possible, a possibility of an increase in the payout to maybe like a 50% more. If you were to be so inclined, double it like, you know, you did with the hangar where you tripled it even, that would be something that'd be cool. Maybe a bigger emphasis on the collections to give people a bigger reason to really go out there and source the right kind of vehicles. Even going as far as to kind of overhauling the amount of standard and mid-range vehicles, because most of the time you're just kind of collecting dust. If you're going for collections, then they might have a bit more of a life in there. I guess the current meta really is just going only for top range cars and selling those, but when it comes to the other stuff, I'd say if you're gonna keep the cooldown, maybe like go for 10 minutes per car if you really want to keep it. Maybe shorter if you're deciding to engage within public sessions. You know, maybe try to encourage people again to go in public sessions rather than in invite only session. But obviously keep that option there for those folks who want to just stick to the invite only sessions, which again is totally fine. I don't feel like this comment section being on fire again. Don't throw stones at me, thanks. And I guess two more things that I'd be inclined to suggest here too is maybe we can get rid of that really annoying thing where your car catches fire when the lobby splits up if you were to be sourcing in the public session. It's something that's been rather annoying. It's happened to me a few times as well in recent memory. It's never fun, especially when it blows up right in front of the door. It hurts my feelings and I'm not really a fan of it. And the last suggestion I would have is perhaps a little bit of a stretch. The suggestion would be a bit of a Lupe style of sourcing like we have for the crate business. I know this one is probably a bit of a stretch because effectively it takes away the entire essence of the DLC, as well as the fact that we kind of already have something like this with the outer shop and it might get a little too close, but if it's something like that, it could be implemented to make the sourcing and just kind of have a bigger focus on selling, maybe, I don't know, but something like that could be kind of cool to have, like an NPC passive business type of thing to it for those who want to have a bit more of a chill approach to the business as a whole, even though it's already rather chill to begin with. But those are some of my thoughts. Of course, I'd love to know yours in the comments below. What would you like to see done to the import and export DLC, or do you think it's fine the way it is and we should just keep it as it is? Let me know all those thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, subscribe for more, and if you like what you see on the channel, become a member like Chloe and GTA Plus. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.